You know how old the average eagle is? Lives to be, I mean.
Yeah, I actually looked it up the other day. So they say like they can live up in captivity to 30 years. I'm guessing about 20 years probably in the wild. So it always knocks off a little bit of life. But it's interesting, like the eagles, once they like find a mate, they actually do mate for life.
Yeah, that's what we heard. We heard 60% of them, though, don't make it past their first year.
Oh yeah, with the offspring, yeah. Because the ravens actually are kind of one of their bigger competitors. The ravens will actually eat the eggs and try to get into their nests. There's always, if there's an eagle's nest, there's always one eagle kind of looking after the nest and one eagle's looking out for food. So anything in the water, like this tree right here, it's called a strainer. You always want to avoid strainers. Then, like, especially in the beginning of the season, we start seeing, whole trees kind of floating down the river. It's pretty crazy to see. Especially when it floods, we've been seeing a lot of trees coming down. The Talkeetna River, I mean, we have these little side channels. It's not as braided as and those are the fiddlehead ferns, or they're called ostrich ferns. So they're actually edible, but they're not edible right now.
Those berries are not, correct?
Yeah, that's the devil's club berries. Those are not edible. The stalk and the leaves are edible, but you have to boil it, and you can actually make like a tincture out of devil's club, and it's a pain relief.
What are we doing?
So there's this one guy, Ben, who I work with at my other job, that he actually makes it himself in little tinctures. And he has like problems with his wrist and it's been working.
Rub it on?
You can you drink it usually. Or you can rub it on.
There's a big nest. I don't see anybody home.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's an active nest still. It could be. Usually they use the same nest year after year. That one looks pretty small.
Yeah.
You can get up to about 8 feet wide. You get pretty big. Well, the fiddlehead ferns are actually pretty good. About in May they actually start kind of coming up. They are kind of like little curly cues almost, and they have like a light asparagus taste when they're edible. You can like saute them up. You can pickle them and have them pickled. And then Mountain High Pizza Pie was actually putting them on top of their pizzas, which is pretty cool.
Oh, they're going.
But now if you eat it, they're really bitter and filled with arsenic. So not recommended to eat unless you're sick of someone. You can always feed them that, fiddlehead ferns. But yeah, it's kind of a delicacy up here. So when I came back from East Africa, I came straight to here.